Hi Capricorn, welcome to your general love reading. This is the Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is July 30th, 2019. This is a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn, so if you have the sign of Capricorn anywhere in your chart, it may resonate for you. It's also not time specific, so although I state the date, it may resonate for you today, but it could also resonate for you a week from now or even a year from now if you're watching this video at that point in time. If this video happens to pop up on your recommended video list, it might be a sign that there's a message in it for you. My intention is to reach the people who need the messages the most and who will benefit the most from the messages. So if that's you and you're watching, I hope you get something out of this reading. Remember, however, it is general, so some things may resonate, some may not. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And I hope that at the very least it helps you with confirmation or information if you're seeking that, whatever that looks like for you. I have pre-shuffled, so we're going to get started right away. Capricorn, let's see what's up for you. In your underlying energy, you have the King of Swords. This came up in your pre-reading as well. This could represent you, Capricorn. King of Swords in the reverse can be a harsh individual, someone who's cutting crap out of their life. You could be feeling angry or bitter towards somebody. You could be thinking those thoughts or speaking words of that nature to somebody or to a group of people. You have the Three of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords in the upright, and the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Three of Cups in the reverse can indicate an overindulgence or feeling the after effects of too much partying, too much socializing, maybe too much drinking. Three of Cups in reverse can also indicate infidelity or a third party. Two of Swords, you could be blocking yourself from making a decision or feel blocked. Or you could be in the middle of a feud or a dispute between some other people and acting as the agent of compromise, a neutral party, trying not to take sides. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which can indicate a new opportunity, maybe a new job. Let's see what else comes up for you. Paired with the King of Swords in the reverse, you have Spellcaster, which is the strength card in the traditional tarot deck. In the upright, this would be mastering your skills, the ability to manifest, taking control of your life, and it's somewhat the opposite in the reverse. It is kind of like the strength card in the traditional tarot, but it does have a little bit of a different meaning. You could be feeling a lack of control, or maybe that others have been making decisions for you. That could also be why the King of Swords is in the reverse. Feeling some conflict, anger perhaps. Like I said, maybe harsh words or harsh thoughts regarding a matter that you might feel is you have a lack of control. Transformation, which is the Chariot card, paired with the Three of Cups in reverse. Two of Swords is paired with the Crone of Fire in the reverse. And then the Ace of Pentacles is paired with the Five of Fire in the reverse. Okay, right now I'm feeling like there was an ending that was out of your control, and it may have been due to the fact that you were were not taking sides regarding a matter, maybe a relationship, but there was an ending that occurred that was out of your control, and maybe you feel like there's a lack of closure regarding this ending. You might be moving away from someone or a group of friends. You might be feeling like you've been spending too much time with some people, and maybe you've ended these relationships or ended, just stopped socializing, interacting with a person, or, sorry, I've got this, apparently I'm shedding hair all over me. There's a new beginning in your outcome, but I also feel like you feel like there may be a sense of someone else being in charge. Right now, that's what I'm seeing in these cards. I'm not seeing the energy of another single person or romance of any sort right now, Capricorn. This feels like a situation. There may have been an ending between friends in a social group you're involved in, and this ending maybe not directly related to something you are involved with or a relationship that you have. Like I said, you might be in the middle of something, and there may be a movement away from a person or a group. Let's see what else comes up for you. Get some more details, Capricorn. You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the King of Swords. So this indicates there's a lack of communication, and with the paired with the King of Swords, or clarifying this King of Swords, that could be why he is in the reverse. You may feel a lack of control over some communication, or that someone else has taken charge and is doing all the talking. Or making all the decisions. And then you have the Seven of Cups, clarifying the Spellcaster card or the Strength card. You may feel a sense of wanting to take charge of a situation, or wanting to turn this around, turn this feeling a lack of control around, so that you have more of a say in the matter, or you have a hand in an outcome or decisions being made. King of Swords just came out again, clarifying transformation, or the Chariot card. And we have a Queen of Swords on the table. Let me get the rest of these out and we'll talk about these. Queen of Swords is also in the reverse. This may be an argument you're having with this character. This might be, like I said, within a group of friends, and this is one person within that group that you are having disagreements with, or maybe you are not talking to, you don't have communication with this person. So the Queen of Swords is in reverse, clarifying the Three of Cups. So again, I'm feeling that there could be a separation, lack of communication, or a breakup of a friendship within a group. So in other words, you might be involved with a group of people, and one of them is someone that you're just not getting along with, or they're making decisions that you're not comfortable with, or that you don't agree with. You might be giving this person the silent treatment within a group of friends, so there is this conflict, even though you might still be interacting with this person. I feel like you want to move away from this situation. It might be making you uncomfortable. And I feel like you have a desire to move away, or since this energy could potentially be in the past, you have already done that. You have already moved away from this person or the situation that has you feeling uncomfortable or angry or upset, or just in conflict with this person. So I think that due to the fact that maybe you were trying to remain neutral regarding a situation, maybe there was a fight within a group of friends and you were trying to remain neutral, trying to maintain that role of the agent of compromise, being friends with both parties, maybe that was the case, resulted in a missed opportunity or a false start or lack of opportunity for a new beginning, maybe with a business adventure, something having to do with finances, where maybe you were looking at possibly being able to start something that might be profitable for you within this group or with this friendship. But I get the sense that due to a lack of taking a stance or taking a side resulted in things not coming together. You have the Eight of Wands clarifying the Crone of Fire in the reverse. Now, the Crone of Fire in the upright is about bringing something to an end. You can see that this crone is a witch, so this would be the King of Wands in the traditional tarot, but this card is very different. It's about endings, and she's blowing out the candle, or has blown out a candle, as you can see. I know it's kind of a dark card. So this would be about an ending. Now, this is also an ending in the reverse, but it's an ending without closure, an ending without redemption, an ending that has maybe no end in sight, or it's up in the air. Maybe this ending is temporary, or there's just uncertainty about it. With the Eight of Wands clarifying this card, I feel like there may be movement away. This may have been the frustration. This may have been the cause of a possible missed opportunity, and you might be wanting to move away from feeling like things keep coming to a standstill, or there's problems that are not being rectified, and you are in the process of moving away from that. I do feel like you want to end some conflict within this partnership, group of friends, so that you can have a new beginning again, so that you can have that opportunity that may come back into the mix after you end some conflict or leave this behind. You are heading towards your Ten of Cups, but right now I don't feel like you've attained that, because to a certain level you haven't had the control. It's been in other people's hands, or due to the fact that you've been trying to avoid conflict, you haven't been able to reach your Ten of Cups or attain your Ten of Cups because you've been non-committal, or have avoided maybe giving opinions because you're afraid you're going to add to the conflict or start more conflict. So right now I'm feeling like there's not a lot of communication. I don't know that this King and Queen of Swords, though they're in the reverse, and that can indicate harsh words or people cutting each other out of their lives. Right now it feels like there's no communication. So there might just be this avoidance of communication because you or both parties are feeling like that would add to the problem rather than solve it. So in the present time, it does feel like there might be a standstill or a standoff. no victory, no loss on either side, because there just is no attempt at closing this out or rectifying it in any way. But I think once you do, I don't know if that means cutting this person out of your life or just coming together to compromise whatever this conflict might be. But I do feel once you do that, you'll have an opportunity again, a new opportunity to start fresh. Start again with this potential new business maybe, or something that will be profitable for you or both parties. Clarifying the King of Swords in reverse, you have the High Priestess in reverse. There might be some secrets being revealed, or the desire to reveal some secrets or unknown information. You have the Star card, clarifying spellcaster. I believe this has happened over a period of time. This level or lack of control. You're trying to fix this. You're trying to heal that. It's taking a long time. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, clarified by the Four of Cups in reverse. You've gotten tired of this lack of communication. You're trying to fix this. You might be coming in with some communication. The swords can also indicate communication through text messaging or email, online communication. So you might be trying to end this lack of communication by striking up some conversations. And we have the Two of Swords. This is a repeat card, but this time in the reverse, clarifying the Seven of Cups. You might have decided that in order to move forward in a positive direction and make something tangible in regards to a new start, that you can no longer be a neutral party. You need to take a stance or make a decision. This is not an easy decision for you. I feel like there is some mental conflict or some internal conflict that's keeping you from wanting to make this decision, or keeping you all together from making this decision. I don't think you've liked this position of being a neutral party. I'm getting the feeling this King of Wands is you as well. King of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands in the upright is a leader, someone who is well liked, social, ambitious. Could be a business leader. In the reverse, and this is how this is coming up for you, and again, I think this is your energy along with the King of Swords. I feel like you have a level of high expectations in regards to this other person, this Queen of Swords, and they're not meeting your expectations, and you're feeling tired of maintaining a level of compromise with them or trying to remain neutral towards them. I think that you want them, you would like to express some concerns regarding this person and how they've been behaving or how they've been acting within a group dynamic. So having to remain neutral or having to be this agent of compromise so as not to stir the pot, so to speak, or you know, stir the shit. It's obvious. It's come to a point now where you're conflicted about that. Okay, there's a third person on the table now, Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to get into this here in a minute as soon as I see what else comes up. You're working on manifesting a dream, working towards moving towards a dream or a wish. And it could be this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity. you're stuck on moving towards this new opportunity. You don't want to move away from it. You may have had a false start at some point and you want to try again. You don't want to let it go. You need to make a decision in order to move towards the Ten of Cups, towards a sense of peace, toward a sense of success, towards your Ten of Cups. So you need to make a decision. I think this is what you're working on right now. You're trying to make a decision. Okay, so we have a Queen of Pentacles that has shown up, and she's clarifying the Crone of Fire in reverse. So I feel like there was an ending with this person. Now the Queen of Pentacles, whoever she is, she could be a friend, family member. I am not feeling romance at all in this reading, at least not right now. There was an ending with this person. This person may have been ousted from a group, from this group dynamic. Maybe this Queen of Swords was at odds with this particular person, and it caused a break in the foundation. Now again, if this was a family situation, this could be a family member who was maybe treated as the black sheep and ousted from this group, or because of this conflict with this Queen of Swords, this person was left out in the cold. I think that you, again, were acting as an agent of compromise and trying to maybe help mend the situation or rectify it in some way, because it was your dream to move forward towards this Ace of Pentacles and manifest this, not just for yourself, but I feel with this group of people. The actions of this Queen of Swords caused disruption within this group. And there was a potential new beginning. Now, this could be a new relationship within this group. It could have been this Queen of Pentacles. The actions of this Queen of Swords resulted in some disruption with a potential new beginning with either a new person or with this new start opportunity. You have gone inward. You might be in a current state of rest or heading towards that to determine how to end this conflict, so that you can make a decision or become more active in how things transpire towards this Ace of Pentacles. But right now you are stuck on the Ace of Pentacles because you can't figure out how to get back here, because you're trying to step away from or end this conflict. You are currently seeking answers. So that might be you're spending time alone. You are maybe contacting your spirit guides, maybe have just removed yourself from the situation so that you can gain some clarity in order to make a decision. The goal is to get out from feeling like there's a lack of control on your part, or that other people are calling the shots. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get out of this devil energy. I believe you are succeeding currently, even if that means that you're in a state of rest, that you are not speaking, which I don't believe there's communication right now. If you're not speaking with this other person, this Queen of Swords or this Queen of Pentacles, there is still movement forward, because this hair is driving me nuts. There's still movement forward because you are coming to terms within yourself about some decisions you know you need to make. There's definite healing. I mean, you have the Star card, but this is taking a long time. This is taking a long time, and right now you're in your head more than you are making things tangible. In other words, it's not, you know, action hasn't been taken yet to rectify the situation. I'm going to do a little more clarification before I do my last round of cards. I want to find out more about these people that are involved in this situation. Let's start with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. What kind of actions did the Queen of Swords do? Or more information regarding this Queen of Swords. So there's been a long-standing battle. I don't know if it's been a battle so much as there's been some definite feelings of I'm right, and this is what I believe, and this is my stance, and I'm not changing my mind, and you can't make me. I don't necessarily feel that those words are coming out of their mouth, but I do believe that this is how the Queen of Swords feels. This person feels that they're right, and their actions have proven that or shown that, and they're not backing down from that stance. They still believe what they believe, and they still want to behave the way they want to behave. Now, I'm also not saying that this person is wrong or is you're right, they're wrong, or you're wrong, they're right. I can't see that based on what's in the cards right now, but what I can see is that due to this failure of communication or possible disruption within this group, that it resulted in a false start with this new opportunity. That's what I see right now. Tell me more about this. King of Swords and Magician. King of Swords and Magician. You're definitely in a state of rest. You're taking a spiritual pause, so to speak. Trying to come to terms with what you should do, how you should respond, or what your next move is, and your time away or your separation from this circumstance has resulted in a tower moment. Now, I don't know what that means to you. A tower moment can be anything, but it references change, and it means that there was necessary change. There was change that needed to happen, and your time away from, you stepping away from the situation has resulted in some significant change that has changed this dynamic, has changed the situation or the opportunity or the movement towards this opportunity. Is clarifying the Chariot. So this has changed the movement towards this dream in some way, shape, or form. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn. Queen of Swords. She was in the reverse. She flopped over in the upright in my lap. This Queen of Swords is, I think, related to or the connection with this Queen of Pentacles. So the conflict, I believe, is definitely between these two characters. And you were acting as an agent of compromise. You were not so much in between the fighting, but trying to remain neutral. Maybe even acting as a counselor, counseling one or the other or both. This relationship between these two people has ended. And this is the broken foundation. There has been no closure for these two. let's get some clarification with my last round of cards here. So Capricorn, whatever this is, it feels like it is not a conflict that you're directly related with, but it is affecting you. These people that you're involved with, this queen, these two queens, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Like I said, this could be a group dynamic, could be family. You could all be siblings that have been trying to get something going, a new opportunity, new business together. And a conflict within this group dynamic has caused things to at least be put on hold. I don't think it's ended altogether, but I feel like you want to take more control and be more decisive with your stance within this group. And that may mean you have to take sides, and you don't want to do that. But that's the only way that's going to make this tangible for you. At least that's what the cards are telling me. 8 of Pentacles, clarifying spellcaster. Right now things are not working out. The job is not getting done the way you would hope that it would be working out. That you can't make my words work right now. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a group dynamic that just wasn't working. This is clarifying the Tower, Chariot. This group dynamic just was not working, and you were unable to affect that in a positive manner. This ending between these two people, this is clarifying the Crone of Fire in reverse. This is what has you trapped, unable to move, or at least feeling trapped because of this conflict. And you're burdened now. This is clarifying the lack of control or lack of ability to make decisions or take sides in moving towards your 10 of Cups. This has been a great burden for you, and you're trying to get out of this feeling of helplessness. One more set of cards, Capricorns, and then we're going to call it. This video is running a little longer than I had hoped. That's okay though. I like to keep them around 30 minutes just because it's a good amount of time. It's not too long, it's not too short. Let's see what else we can come up with for Capricorn. Any more information for Capricorn regarding this reading? King of Swords is clarified by the 1 of Air, or Ace of Air. This card in this deck basically means that your mind is clouded right now. You're in a state of indecision. You're not thinking clearly. Your intuition might be off. You're indecisive. Like I said, I think that you may need to, if you haven't already, removed yourself from the situation altogether so you can come to terms with some decisions that you need to make or want to make so that you can take some action of the elemental of fire. This would be the Page of Wands. This can indicate a message, so you might be getting ready to deliver a message, and this is clarifying the Queen of Swords. You might be getting ready to deliver a message, or just simply take action towards restarting this with one or both of these people. In the Book of Shadows, clarifying the 2 of Swords in the upright, Ace of Pentacles reversed. I haven't talked about the Hierophant, which is down here clarifying Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is the Hierophant in the Book of Shadows tarot deck. It has a little bit of a different meaning, but pretty similar. This is about gaining knowledge or doing the right thing, being by the book, right versus wrong. Both of these are in the upright. I don't think that, I'm getting a sense that I don't think that this whole group dynamic was supposed to be involved in this new beginning. I feel like if you try to move forward with these other two people, that you may end up with more of the same, and it might result in another false start for you. Now, I could be totally wrong about that. If these two characters can come together and rectify what happened, there might be a possibility of a new beginning with everybody involved. But it's not feeling that way right now. It's not feeling like that's going to happen. And then you have the Elemental of Air, clarifying the set of outcome cards. Removing yourself from the conflict, but you're stuck right now on this dream. You want to move forward with it. This would be information coming in that's going to help with the matter and help you make some decisions to release this burden, feeling like somehow you're responsible to fix this. I think you need more information, and I think that's what this signifies, that there will be some information that is going to help you move forward with some decisions, or with coming to terms with what needs to happen, or what has happened, or both. Because what you've been doing thus far has not worked, and you may have felt like you were making moves in the right direction to make things happen within this group dynamic, but it didn't work, and that may have been a disappointment for you. You may have felt like you spent a considerable amount of time trying to make this happen and make things work within this group dynamic regarding this new opportunity, and it's been frustrating for you because your efforts have gone unnoticed or unrecognized, or just fallen to the wayside as being totally useless. I think you've come to terms that this particular situation, the way it was, has to change. The way things were in the past not only has to change, but already has changed. And it's the right thing to do, because if it doesn't change, or if it hasn't changed, you're going to be in the same position that you were before. Spinning your wheels, not being able to get things going. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that whatever information you got out of this reading helps you move forward, or at least confirm some thoughts in your head so that you have some clarity. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.